right, welcome everybody. Glad to have you back. I'm glad you're here with me. So today's episode, we are going to give, or I'm going to give a summary of what happened in the business this month. So number one, the month started off with the holiday week, 4th of July holiday, and our kids are heavy into football, and that was the only week that they didn't have football practice. So I took most of that week off, and we had an exciting vacation because we went to the farm that we had recently bought. So if you haven't heard that story, we bought a farm. It was a lifelong dream or a 20-year goal that we'd had even before we lived in Kenya to own a large farm, and used all of the real estate skills, direct mail, uh, building rapport with the seller. And so we ended up buying a farm with over 100 acres, a house, outbuildings. Um, Really great situation with that seller. We bought it with creative financing, and this was really our first time going down to use it was this month. A long-term plan. This is an investment property, so we are either going to do Airbnb, short-term rentals, hip camp, campsite rentals, or hold seminars. Well, I should say indefinitely hold seminars. So the first two, I don't know if we'll end up doing those or not, but we will definitely be holding seminars at the site. So if you are in our Elevate Mastermind, you'll definitely hear about those upcoming seminars and be invited. If you're interested and not in the mastermind, definitely reach out to me and I'll put you on our mail list so that you get updates for when those seminars are ready to begin. So, all right, so that was really exciting. Kids got to do a lot of fishing and hiking and really discovering the caves and all the different things on that farm. Shortly after that, or maybe right around the same time, our two handyman that worked with our business, after a long series of headaches, we had to let them go. And so, one, it simplified life and business because they were causing a lot of problems with what they were doing. Two, we not only had a buildup of work because they weren't working well for a while as we tried to get them to improve, but then we had no in-house guys doing work. And so we had a backup of work orders and turns with move outs. So that was kind of a headache for a couple of weeks. So it was a lot of phone calls, hiring independent contractors who could do the work, whether that's a small maintenance call or a larger turn. And those are usually different contractors. So it was a lot of time really filling in our contractor spreadsheet so that whether it's me or a property assistant, we know who to call when there's an issue that we don't handle in-house. So a lot of good things learned in that process. And, it's one that if you own real estate and you manage your own rentals, it's one that you're going to have repeatedly, right? Every time you find a great employee or a great contractor, sooner or later that will change and you'll need to find another contractor. So you just need to accept that process and get better. And the last time I was working towards one, adding independent crews, and two, hiring a new in-house maintenance man. The processes this time were much simpler, much more fluid than last time. So we're getting better. We did add a lot of independent contractors and getting a lot of work done. Additionally, we got another rental under contract. And this deal was brought to us by a wholesaler where it didn't work for the wholesaler and they passed it on to us. It looked like it was going to be a creative financing deal. The seller was fine with creative financing. They had a mortgage that, uh, let's see, the rough numbers. The mortgage was around 32,000. Purchase price ended up being 37,000. ARV around 75,000, and it needs some work. So sellers can't handle maintaining the house anymore and need to move on to an apartment or retirement home where they don't have those headaches or those things, maintenance obligations. So it was supposed to be seller financing. They were fine with seller financing where we would take it, buy it subject to that mortgage that they had for 32,000. But once I got into the details of the mortgage, it was at 8%, and I have lenders ready to lend money and not enough deals for them. They Our lenders lend for less than 8%. So we went ahead and we're buying it all cash with one of our private lenders. So that benefits our private lender. They get a deal and they get to put their money at work. And it benefits the seller. The seller really just gets to walk away from the house, which they're excited about. Within our mastermind this month, we had really good topic on financial literacy. And this month we had 5 weeks, just the layout of the year. And so we walked through financial literacy and what the steps were to financial freedom. So, any of the members who aren't there yet want to be there. And I know we're going to get there. So, we talked about what those steps were, ways to make that process faster so that every member is financially free and has their freedom. That's what we're after, right? Okay, and then the last thing, we ended the month hiring one new in-house maintenance man and lining up another one. So we'll have another hire. I'm recording this the first couple days of August, so we'll have another hire this week. So we are filling those spots, getting better people on board, really adding good team members so that those systems run really well. And really, that's something that I grow to really value the longer I've been investing, right? Quality team members and efficient systems. If you have the systems, but you don't have the team members, it doesn't work. And if you have great team members, but no system, it's just really inefficient. So we have good systems, and I think the two people we're adding are great additions. If not, we have a good system for adding other team members. So we will get those slots filled with very good teammates and get this bus moving forward again. So I hope that helps getting an insight into the business, what we're working on, and looking ahead this month. We've got a lot going on, both in the mastermind and with deals that we're working on. We have a lot of money from private lenders. And I have a group coaching session coming up that goes along with the private money system online course. That's going to start here in the middle of August. If that's something you're interested in, if you need money to fund your deals, now is the perfect time to raise money from private lenders because of where the stock market is and where interest rates are. So, most investors, not real estate investors, but just traditional investors looking to invest their savings, either have to put it in the stock market where they risk principal, or because of low interest rates, they get a very low return. And we as investors can fill that middle ground, that sweet spot where they don't have to risk their principal and they get a solid return. So we're going to go through in this group coaching each step of that process, how to build out your list of potential lenders, how to set up the meeting, how to make the pitch in the meeting, how to do the documents, all of that. If that's something you're interested in, send me an email, chad@truewealthinvestors.com. We've got a super discounted rate on the course, and that includes the coaching. So it's course and coaching together. I really want to see more people succeed with this, and now is the perfect time for it. So send me an email and I can get you more information and get you signed up. So hope you guys crush it this next month, and we'll give you another update at the end of August. All right, we'll see you next week.